What is agency gross profit? Agency gross profit is probably the most important number in your agency. If you run a marketing agency and you're looking at your revenue to judge how well your business is doing, there's a very good chance you're looking at the wrong number. Because in most agencies, revenue is actually a terrible indicator of performance. And the number you should really be tracking is something called agency gross profit, what many agency owners call AGI, agency gross income. Once you understand this number, you'll start to see your agency financials completely different. The problem with revenue and marketing agencies. Most agencies handle some amount of pass-through costs. Things like paid ads, freelancers, video production, printing, software used for client work sometimes. But the reality is that money was never actually yours. You're just passing it through to vendors on behalf of your clients. So if your agency says, we did $2 million in revenue this year, but $600,000 of that was ad spend, your agency really didn't do $2 million. You did about $1.4 million. This is where agency gross profit comes in. Agency gross profit shows how much money your agency actually keeps to deliver the work. The formula is simple. Agency gross profit is revenue less the cost of delivering client work. That means we subtract things like paid media, freelancers, contractors, production costs, any direct costs required to deliver the client services that are outsourced. Let's walk through a quick example. A client pays your agency $50,000. Out of that, $30,000 goes to Facebook and Google Ads. $5,000 goes to a freelance designer. That means $50,000 revenue minus $35,000 in delivery costs leaves you or your agency with about $15,000 in agency gross profit. And that $15,000 is the money that actually supports your agency. It's what pays for your team, your tools, your rent, your marketing, and hopefully your profit. Why should agencies run on gross profit? Well, this is why most well-run marketing agencies don't operate on revenue. They operate on agency gross profit because gross profit tells you how much money the business actually has to operate. If you focus on revenue, you can grow your revenue and your agency from 1 million to 3 million and still feel completely broke. I call revenue a vanity metric, because revenue growth doesn't mean profit growth. But when you track agency gross profit, you can actually see whether your agency is becoming healthier or not. Most agency financial benchmarks are based on gross profit, not revenue. For example, many healthy agencies aim for about 55% of gross profit going to people costs, payroll, benefits, bonuses, around 25% for overhead, and ideally 20% for profit. But none of those benchmarks make sense unless you're first measuring agency gross profit correctly. So if you run a marketing agency and you want to actually understand your numbers, start by asking yourself one question. What is our agency gross profit? Because once you start running your agency on that number, you stop chasing vanity revenue and start building a profitable agency.